All right, I push that button and I push that button and I push this button and then I push this button and we should be live.
Hey
Hey
everybody,
everybody.
how's it going?
How you doing today,
How are
Joe?
you? I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm awesome.
I'm just getting over here trying to get us picked up on YouTube so I can
Yeah.
see what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
Right. Hey everybody, how you doing? Oh man, look
How
at all these people.
how
That's
y'all
crazy.
doing? How
Hey, there's
y'all
so many people on
doing?
this show today that apparently overloaded the chat box and you can't see anything.
Hey Joe, you know what? It's
Yeah.
all good, brother. It's all good.
Hey man, I gotta do Lisa live.
Hey,
I'm gonna smile. How's that, everybody?
right?
I'm smiling. If you're
Mm-hmm.
frowning, I'll try to make you smile. But if you keep frowning and I can't make you smile, then just get the hell away.
You gotta go.
you know, gotta go, gotta go.
Gotta go. Gotta go. So yesterday, in your absence, brother, um,
Yes.
I talked about the importance of why in your business, and I gave a couple of examples as to what why looks like, or how people can come up with their why. I actually read um, one of my whys, right? So I have multiples, as I was explaining yesterday to everybody. I have more than one, and so what I felt like yesterday was that we moved past the paradigm of uh, of wanting to help people and moved right into the helping people with the foundations. And you and
That's
I
true.
talked about this a couple different
Mhm.
times about wanting to help people where they're at, meeting people where they're at, and helping them grow their businesses. And so, I just
Yeah.
wanted to kind of bring you up to speed as to what happened yesterday.
Mhm.
Glad to have you back. I'm sorry you missed yesterday, but I sure am
Glad
glad
to
you
be
took
back.
yesterday. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad you
kind of
took.
needed it.
Yeah, I'm glad you took it.
Hey, I'll be
Glad you took.
honest with you guys. I got on the show like I came in the door and got on the show. You know what I mean? From just leaving the scene of the what happened. You know what I mean? And I was kind of like I was still in that. You know what I mean? I'm Joe. I'm 500 foot tall, bulletproof, and apparently fireproof too. You know, and that yeah, and then all that. I mean, it's your adrenaline doing it, and it's your self preservation that does that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when it all comes, when you come down, let's say, you know what I mean, from the oh shit, and you go, wait a second, I could have blown up inside a car, and you're not thinking about I'm going to be on fire and it hurts, or I'm going to be dead and it's going to be weird dying, and you know what I mean, or something like that. You're thinking, man, what about my kids? What about what about this? What you know what I mean? And it's always that stuff that bugs me. The what's going to happen to others because they're not set up yet and they still need me. There's two people that still need me. You know what I mean? It's like old people. When they live, get to be real old, the 80s, 90s, and stuff, and they pass on. Generally, if everybody's okay, they're okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're ready for it, and they go, "Hey, I got this." You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? But when you think about dying as a young person, when you still got a growing family and things like that, and you're like, man, who's going to make dinner at 7? Because Nixon needs dinner at 7. She doesn't have dinner at 6:45. She's like, what the hell? I don't smell anything. I'm like, I'm learning to cook better, so I'm faster. She's like, Dad, you start cooking at like 6 to like make a cheeseburger. I was like, hey, I'm getting better. She's like, and now you make cheeseburgers, Dad. I'm like, yeah, I know. Cheeseburger's good for you. Meat, you got protein, dairy, wheat. Tell you, it's like 3 of the 4 food groups. Throw a pickle
Yep.
on there, or there you go, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, cheeseburgers, most healthy thing on the planet.
Cheeseburgers.
I don't know,
Kids love
but
them.
the thing is, the reality sets in for a second. You're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And my biggest gripe about it was I should have got out of the car immediately, and I decided to call Gloria and be like, hey, bring me the keys so I don't have to break the window. That was stupid. I mean, that was dumb. Another thing too, I was talking to Bethany earlier, and I was telling her, and I was like, look, I was trapped in the vehicle because it's all electric. There's no actual door lock to slide, and the electric goes out, battery goes off, you're done. You can't get out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It locks as soon as you go in gear.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, huh. And she brought up something. She's like, well, you know, you can always pull your headrests out. You know, the headrest, and they have steel bars, and you can break a window out with those. And so everybody needs to know that, or keep you a hammer, or, you know, they sell those little things, man, on Amazon. They're probably not but a few bucks.
Glass.
You know what I mean? That you can smash a window out and get out. You know, because this didn't have to be a fire that I was going to burn to death in. I could have, you know, been in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Something could have happened. I could have gone off a bridge. Somebody could have hit me. I could have ended up in a lake and not been able to get out while the car is filling up with water. You know, whatever kills you, kills you. I mean, it don't matter how you die once you're dead. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So the severity of the situation really doesn't change with the situation. You know what I mean? With the, hey, Terry, how you doing? You know,
it really doesn't.
With how it happened. You know what I mean?
Really
like,
doesn't.
oh shit! So that's how they died. Oh no, they're dead.
They're
you know,
dead.
and you're like, oh, that was a horrible. It don't matter. You're still dead.
Dead is
like, no.
dead.
But
Yeah, dead is dead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're coming back,
dead.
I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Oh no, brother. But that's what I'm saying. Just everybody out there, look out, man, because you know we get real nice cars that are all automated and they do everything for us, but we can't open the doors on our own if we want. And that's kind of a lesson. You need to be aware. You know what I mean? It's kind of like leaving your money on exchanges or getting a hard wallet. You know what I mean? Cold wallet, whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to get one of those. You know, and because you know, relying on technology would have got me burnt to death yesterday.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Right.
I mean,
right.
That's it. Right. You know, there's no, you know what I mean? And I mean, the car was in, I mean, by the time the fire department got there, I would have been saved. You know what I mean? But they didn't, it wasn't like they were there. You know what I mean? Ambulances showed up first, and then fire trucks come in. I was like, what? Really? Really? You know? But, oh well.
Well, we're just glad that you're safe.
They did a good job. They were just shocked by my attitude because I was just happy to not be in the car. You know? They're like, you're just okay with this. I'm like, you think I give a shit about this car? I'm good. Like, woohoo! You know what I mean?
I'm not a post-toast. I'm pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm just glad my family thing, it wasn't or nobody else was driving or nobody else got hurt. Everything happened, you know, the way it should have. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Really. I wouldn't want to put anybody else in that situation. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not. Yeah. So, you know, Joe, there's a lesson to be learned with all of that. And you know, it kind of ties into business and the things that we talk about. And that is, you know, prepare for the worst, expect the worst. And when you get the best, then you're pleasantly surprised. And so, you know,
I'm telling you.
It's amazing. It's amazing that you didn't get hurt. You know, vehicles, they can be replaced. People, not so much. So, you know, let's all make sure that we make sure that our businesses are as bulletproof and as safe as possible. But, you know, at the end of the day, let's make sure that we as people in our everyday lives are prepared and ready and you know, involved in the right stuff with the right people, and it makes a big difference, y'all.
Yeah.
It makes a very, very big difference. Okay.
Yeah, it does. And you know the thing is, I am. Learn. You know, learn from what you experience.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from what you see other people experiencing. You know, learn from others' mistakes. You know, I am. You know, I will continue to learn from others' mistakes. You know,
absolutely.
I'm finally getting just smart enough to know that I don't know a damn thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. I don't know anything.
That's it. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I do notice things that happen around me, and I go, huh, that's interesting. Let's see how this plays out. Because usually it's somebody else's thing. You know what I mean? And you're going, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. Now, see? You know, and that's the thing is we're very slow to tell people what we're seeing because you have a outside perspective. I mean, you're on the outside, a lot of times, and you're going, this looks like a screwed up deal altogether. Wait a second. What do you mean? No. And this is the thing. Listen to the person that's not willing to put their money into it. Okay? Listen to that person because they might be right.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Well, and they're definitely going to shine a light on an angle.
Yeah, don't get swayed by popular opinion or the hype of something. Don't do that. Listen to the person that's. Now, if they're just cynical and everybody's against you or something like that, that's stupid. But if you got a person that's fairly sane or at least takes medication to stay sane, the kind of guy that doesn't just freak out and jump out of a burning car, he waits for someone to get there to unlock the door because he doesn't want to break the window.
Hey, Joe.
Listen.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah. Ask me where I put my money.
I learned something. Yeah. I learned something day before yesterday. You know what I learned? I learned that your meds are working really good.
I'm fucking telling you.
Your meds are working really good, bro. I don't think you're ready for a med change. I think you're dialed in.
I don't think so. I think I'm good. I'm just calm. I'm like, That's like the fucking car's on fire.
Wow, look, there's a flame. I don't think flames are supposed to be coming out from under the hood.
Oh man, I gotta call Gloria now. It was annoying. I had to call Gloria.
Let me apprise the situation. Yeah. Oh, man. I can't get out of the car.
And now check this out, Chris. I was on the road to Tulsa, so I had every tool you need, including jacks and everything, to work on the car. Because when I travel, I got a full toolkit that goes with me.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, I had everything. I had breaker bars. I had everything. There was no problem. I didn't have to kick the window out. I could have got a tool and hit it. You know what I mean? But it was in the back, and I didn't want to crawl back there. It is a hassle. And I thought maybe if I just push the door open. But instead, the window snapped out.
Sure, you're going to push the door open.
Yeah, it damn near did.
Yeah, well, Anyway, so today in business, let's talk about business.
See, if I'd have been in my pickup truck, first off, I'd have been in my pickup truck, this never would have happened. Work on my pickup truck, and I know that there's nothing wrong with it. Except it don't quite run right now. But that's okay. That's an internal motor issue that's being fixed.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I understand.
Oh, well.
I understand. So I'm checking CoinMarketCap, and
hey, Bitcoin's down right now.
We're down today.
Yes.
We're down today. So Joe might get to buy his Bitcoin from the ATM at a lower price before it's over with. So, what I will say about that is it looks like Stellar is still Stellar. So imagine that.
Stellar's always Stellar. Stellar's Stellar.
And Zcash, well, Zcash is just Zcash, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So, but it looks like everything else is red. Everything else is red in the top 50.
Yeah, guys, there's certain things out there that are really good companies that they don't move that much. And you'll notice that. Keep watching. And they might be the things you want to put money in. Now, you're not going to get rich overnight, but you may end up rich in the long term.
Right.
That's
it's long. You got to think long haul coins.
Think about the people about Bitcoin in 2012. Think about Bitcoin in 2012, Chris.
You got long hauls and
$8
short
or something
hauls.
like that. Put $100 in it. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
But don't lose all your information. And then next thing you know, holy shit, I'm a multimillionaire. It happens, guys. And that's the difference, because sometimes the way we talk about stuff, we talk about day trading a lot, but we actually invest more than we day trade. You know what I mean? We're really more investors than day traders. Like we trade to make some profit, here, there. But we looked at things that are going to make us money in the long term. If you want to know how to really make money right now, You click on trending up there on CoinMarketCap, look at those things that just came out and catch them on that way up. And then set a sell order, you know what I mean? And boom, and there you go. That's all you got to do. You know, put your $200, $300 in it, put your $50 in it, you know, and boom, 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 pull your 50 out or whatever you want to do, or reinvest it all. Say, I don't need this 100 or 200 or $50 or whatever. If you can give that money up, you can make a lot more money.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you pull it out, then you're shorting yourself. You're shorting your stock, and the stock's you. You know, and that's what a short in the stock is, guys. These are things that people have heard for years and seen in movies and heard it on CNBC, but no one ever explains it to you because they want you to think it's difficult and technical, and it's not. It's not at all. You know what I mean? It's not. You know, but that's just the thing, and that's how you do that. You know, transferring money back into something that's solid every night. You're like, oh, well, what if I lose that money on what it goes up? Yeah, but there's a bigger risk that you're taking by leaving it in there and it may be going down while you're sleeping. You know what I mean? So then jump back in the morning, do it all over again. And I'm telling you, if you make 4 or 5% overnight, I mean, or during the day, every day, it's pretty good. It adds up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying do it with like Bitcoin and shit like that. I'm talking about these dumb things we play with. You know what I mean? They're 1/100th of a penny. You're like, I don't know. Yeah, buy 100 of them, sell them when they get to 2/100ths of a penny, and there you go.
Yes.
Up, in, out, done.
Right.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, that's what I mean. I don't mean the things we believe in. You know, day trading is not about belief in anything. It's about a number. Now, investing is different. You believe in the investing in it because you see the numbers. You're like, okay, what they're doing is right. And the thing is, when other companies in a market are talking about certain companies, and that's what they're trying to do, look at that. Go look at some things like OmniGo. Look at VeChain. Okay? Other companies talk about them. They list them on their websites saying, hey, we're trying to do something like this because this shit's awesome.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's the truth. You know, and that's the thing. You got to remember, this isn't just numbers. There's people involved also. You know what I mean? So there's the human aspect to this. And that's the volatility. It's the human aspect. This doesn't go up and down because the numbers go up and down. The numbers go up and down because the human volatility, not because of what it is. Okay? It's not because there's less of it or more of it. I mean, every time you buy something, there's less of it, but most of this stuff, there's so much, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's where you get to your solid with like your Bitcoin deal. You know what I mean? Because you got 21 million or whatever.
Is,
it just takes
simply that you know, if you're trading, you're not emotional, you're not stuck, you're not in it to be there for the long haul.
Right.
You're not committed to the thought process behind the coin or the team that's driving the coin. You're just purely basing your trading movement on on numbers. So if you're investing, and this is really a very good topic. I'm kind of glad you brought this up because the other day somebody said, well, what are you, a trader or an investor? And I said, both. And, you know, what most people don't realize is an investment is just that, okay? An investment is something that, for whatever reason, and it doesn't even really matter what the reason is, it's just a reason, right? So there's a reason that you like something about whatever it is you're investing in. Maybe it's the color. Maybe it's the size of the coin. Maybe it's the white paper. Maybe it's the CEO or the CMO. Who knows? Okay? I mean, everybody gets turned on to investing in different ways. So when you're investing, you're looking at something, and we'll use Bitcoin here because Bitcoin, you know, it's the known creature, and it's the thing that got everybody's attention. So we'll say that, you know, Bitcoin was a decentralized digital currency. Okay? So the whole concept behind it was decentralization. All right? And and having a safety net for the economy, right? So the economies wouldn't crash and burn. So that was the idea behind it. So people invested, right? They invested in the idea. They invested in the concept. They invested in the movement. So that's a very big difference from, we'll talk about
Chris, talk
Stellar.
about that.
Stellar, if you're
XLE.
looking at Stellar, you're looking at it and you're looking at the numbers maybe. And I'm not saying Stellar's not an investment coin. Don't misunderstand me. I'm just saying that Stellar is still in its prime, where people can make some money because it's under a certain amount of money that people look at. They have a magic number, right? And so you might look at Stellar and notice that the 7-day movement on that is good. And so it's let's just call it, I don't know, we're going to call it 50 cents, right? So 50 cents, and then now it's down to
Stellar's
20.
actually.
Okay. So you look at it and go, whew, let's have some of that. Right, Joe?
I need to say this before I forget. Hey, okay, Stellar is actually Stellar Lumens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Look up Lumens. It's a company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This is where you start investigating things and figuring things out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Get in depth with this stuff. Okay? This is your money. Mm-hmm. This shit all starts out with your fiat currency, guys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You don't. Well, I mean, most people aren't going to create a currency and then buy other currencies with it. Now, I am. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And all my early adopters that buy into Ocean Coin get, for a limited time only, and by invitation only, get 1 million tokens. Mm-hmm. Plus what they purchase. Mm-hmm. See, and that's just the way that works. But now that's creating something out of nothing. Okay? And you go, well, fiat's the same thing. You're right. Okay. And this is where this really comes back to it, is you get the power now. You know what I mean? It's not Ben Bernanke or whoever the hell's the head of the Fed right now. You know what I mean? Going, oh, this, and this. It's you going this, and this. Hey, I got something I want to do. Now, back to Stellar. Stellar Lumens is what it is. Stellar, Tron, there's a few others, are actual companies that I can't wait till they go onto the stock market so I can invest in them. Because it'll happen when they have an actual IPO. Okay? It's going to happen some way, shape, or form. And that's just the natural progression of all this. All this is going to blend. And really, it won't be that. It'll be more like a STO, a securities trading option, is what it's going to be, which is replacing your ICOs because they're regulated. And the way they're regulated is you got to fill out like 7 different forms. That's it. It's not that big a deal. But that's where the solidity comes in. You know what I mean? Think about these things you invest in, that you're investing in long term. That's what I'm talking about. Putting your money in to wait and see and watch a business grow. Okay? It's 1952 and Boeing's got a new jet coming out. It's a fighter jet. And you want to invest in them and you know about it. You got the early in. Are you investing? Yeah. You know what I mean? Or things like that, guys. If you knew about FedEx in its very beginning days and they had a couple dumb pickup trucks, you know what I mean? And you knew, and you thought, hey, they're going to do something. Would you invest in them? Well, you can for a cent, 2 cents. You know what I mean? If you can put $10 on something and get 100, that's incredible. What if you can get 1,000? That's even better, right? Well, that's what that is. You know, this is the way everything's going to go. And what people are missing is they're like, oh, we don't need the stock exchange. That's wrong. You're always going to have certain things. You always need certain things. We don't need government. Then who's going to build the roads? Well, we'll just create a group, the Road Building Society. Okay, so now they're going to make rules and be like, you can do these rules and make rules for you driving on the roads, right? It's the same thing a government is. You know what I mean? You're not going to escape these things that are they're huge things, but they affect our lives almost in finite matters. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we don't think about the road. The only time we think about a road is when there's a damn pothole on it, or they haven't cleared the snow off of it, or it's flooded. Chris, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we pay for that. But now we don't even know we pay for it. Like, we don't pay attention to it so much. You know, if something costs $1, I think my tax here is like 9 cents or something on the dollar, my sales tax. We have sales tax. Not everybody does. You know, so I pay $1.09 for anything that's $1. Okay, that's just a given. You know what I mean?
Yes. I do know what you mean.
Everyone's looking for a way to get out of everything. Everybody's trying to make this where it's like this thing's working against this thing, and it's not. It's figuring out, it's making it all work together in a unified nature. See what I'm saying, Chris? A unified thing.
Everything has to be in harmony.
You know? And there you go. Yes. And there you go. Like, one doesn't have to be against another for both viewpoints to come across. You know what I mean? Hey, Chris, I like white cake. Do you like white cake or chocolate cake? Yeah?
I like chocolate cake.
You like chocolate cake. Okay. But you know what? White cake and chocolate cake, I don't know. To me, I prefer white cake. You prefer chocolate cake. Okay. Is one better than the other? I don't know. You tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So what if we blended them and had a swirl cake? You know what I had last night? We like that Gloria loves that Bluebell ice cream. That's the Great Divide. It's half chocolate, half vanilla. And you know what? I got the magic bullet out. I got me a magic bullet. You know, I know, and I get that magic bullet out and I just dip all through it. Hey, you know what I did though? I put it in the microwave for 10 seconds because that shit freezes harder than a damn rock. But you know, and then boom, then I put some milk in it. And you know what? It was such a delicious, it was the most delicious milkshake. You know what I mean? It was so good because it had a little bit of everything in it, or a little bit of both things you like in it, you know? And they blended so well. And one doesn't have to fight the other. Let's put it all together. You know what I mean? For a better harmony, you know?
Right.
Sorry. Are you done texting?
It's I'm multitasking.
Chris has been texting me this whole time telling me to shut up. The whole time he's been texting me saying, "Shut up, Joe. Shut up."
No, I haven't.
Shut up, Joe.
Y'all don't listen to him.
Screw you. I was on fire in a car. I'm going to use this for at least a week.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. No.
He's texting me the whole time. Shut up, Joe.
Nobody
likes you, Joe. Your mom said you had a face for radio, Joe.
You're too funny. So, I was texting.
A pork chop around your neck.
I actually was texting.
The only reason I know this is like, what?
I actually was texting, but I wasn't texting him, just so everybody knows. But you know what's really funny for me?
He was texting Gloria.
No, I wasn't. What's funny for me is that, you know, again, Joe and I both have the same ideal. Okay, we have the same ideal on trading and investing. And yet, the simplest of things is just to be a person, right? Like, what difference does it make? Why do you have to put a label on it? Why is it imperative that, you say, well, I'm the best trader on the market, or I'm the best investor in the market? It doesn't even really matter. What you need to be doing is understanding, the difference between long-term and short-term strategies and taking care of your family, okay? Because that's what it's about. You have to take care of your family. Family first. Remember, we've talked about this I don't know how many times, but it's your number one business, y'all. It's your number one business. Your family is your number one business. So when you get ready to do something or make a business decision or any kind of a decision, the first thing you should ask yourself is this good for my family? Yeah. Is this good for my family? Burning up in this car is not good for my family. I might want to get out of here, I mean, seriously, it's not rocket science,
Contrary to popular belief.
I'm really very sincere when I say that I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to win, okay? But you can't make it so difficult that you can't win. And people have a habit of doing that. So what I'm going to say now is that it's Friday. We've gone our 30 minutes. We're trying to keep it to 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Everybody watch for emails from KGX and also blog posts. There's stuff coming. You know,
Hey, go to the store.
It's coming.
KGX
We could just push it over the edge.
.com.
Just push it over the edge. The stuff is coming. So
ATM.
you guys are going to get these. You're going to get these updates as soon as possible.
Hey guys, on the stuff that's coming, there's stuff that's coming that you can sell to your local convenience store. Like the guy in your town, like this guy, Chris knows, you know, he could help this person get one of these machines, his ATM machines in his thing. But now Chris knows somebody that owns like a big company that needs to do a lot of payouts and things like that. There's something coming for that also. You know, so we're moving between like your little hometown market, even into your big corporate world, like Xerox.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And the reason we're doing that, and the reason this is an exciting time right now, is because things are moving into cryptocurrency. They are. It's easy. It's simple. Now, there's a lot of roadblocks, but it's going to get easier and simpler. It's just one of those things. You know what I mean? Not everybody used to take credit cards, or you had to put the credit card on the machine, you know, on the thing, and put the carbon paper on it. And that's how you took it. Then you had to mail them off to get paid. And then you could call the numbers in and get paid. And then you could fax them in. And now it just does it. Okay?
Right.
So we're at that stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
absolutely.
Take account of the things. Start making a mental focus in your brain and kind of going, wait, who do I know that owns? Well, wait a second. You know, actually, my neighbor Billy Bob over there, you know what I mean? You know, he owns that chicken factory or whatever. Or, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? He's got a farm. Well, no. Okay, how about my farmer neighbor that's got 40 people that work there? You know what I mean? He needs to pay these people somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if we gave him an easy way to pay him, where he didn't have to write checks and do all this and do all that? He just went click, 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 put things in people's wallets, put the money directly in their wallet. Okay, that's another going out with. That's called Bitcoin Core, actually. You know, and this has been spoke of, so I'm not letting any cats out of the bag. A lot of people might have forgot this was said, or weren't paying attention. I was. You know, so
you know, it's funny because we get on the calls
through multiple levels.
It's funny because we get on the calls,
and when we get on the calls, we hear stuff, and we make note of it, and then we talk to other people that are on the same call, and they don't hear what we hear, and they don't you know, they don't pick up the things that we pick up. And then you have to look at it and kind of cock your head and go, were we on the same call? Because I got something completely different from that. You know? Joe is absolutely right, y'all. The core that he speaks of, it's coming. It's huge. It's big. It's bigger than big. Every single business that is on operation right now or will ever be created is going to have it. Okay?
Wants one.
And
well, they're going to need it. Not even one.
And beyond that, it's going to make it huge because guess what? With the touch of one button, they're going to be able to send out an entire organization's worth of payroll. One button, just touch one button. You know,
hey, funny, everybody.
Funny story. Funny story,
Chris,
Joe.
One more thing.
We already have
Hold
that
on.
at
We don't have time for
KGX.
stories. One more thing.
We already have that at KGX.
Well, I know that. But just one more thing, Chris. Just one more thing.
What is it?
Just one more thing, Chris.
What is it?
With one click, you can use Bitcoin Age.
Hey, if you don't know it, you better ask somebody.
Hey.
All right, y'all. It's
been
great seeing y'all. Shit. We love you guys. Tomorrow's Saturday.
We'll see you sometime tomorrow.
We love you guys. Yep. Talk to you soon.